Hello everybody, welcome to the first edition of Cooking with Zachary. Today I just decided that I wanted to be daring and try to make the tasty chocolate mug cake, but a more dense version. This is the first time I'm modifying all the ingredients, so you're gonna see firsthand how this is gonna turn out, because I don't even know how it's gonna turn out. The first ingredient, put it up here. Oh my god, who's that on the mug? The first ingredient I'm gonna put into the mug cake is 2 tablespoons of flour. Next, we have the sugar. I was thinking, because we're gonna be adding our chocolate chips in there, and it also calls for Nutella, I would just use like 1 tablespoon. This might be something I regret later, because I don't know what else sugar does for baking besides give it sweetness. It probably does something else, but I don't know. And we'll find out. Next, we have our cocoa powder. Not too sure how much the tasty recipe calls for. I think I'll just do 2. But the next dry ingredient is baking powder. I think I'm gonna just do a 1/4 because, like I said, I don't want her to rise necessarily. I want her to kind of like be a thickie. The last ingredient is salt. It enhances the other flavors of the cake. Just add a little pinch. So after you get all your dry ingredients together, you just kind of mix it up. And that's just to make sure that when you add the wet ingredients, actually, I don't know what it does. This area of the mug collects a lot of the dry ingredients. So you really gotta make sure that when you're mixing it, you scrape that rim out. If you don't do that, then you're gonna have like a patch of baking powder or something in the corner. That's not gonna be cute when you make your mug cake. Okay, I think that's fine. Now that we got our dry ingredients all in the mug, it's time to add some of the wet ingredients. The first wet ingredient is milk, and we're using silk almond milk because we are skinny. I think for a mug cake, it doesn't really matter which type of milk you use. It's only 3 tablespoons. Next, we have our oil. Oil is kind of synonymous to butter. They both provide the oiliness. And tasty only calls for 1 tablespoon, but I am going to do 2 because we want a thick cake. Next, we have our pure vanilla extract. And apparently it does the same thing as salt, but in a different way. That's what I've read. But yeah, there's always, kind of strong though. Then it calls for Nutella, and here's where I was like, I don't know if I should add the Nutella or not add the Nutella. Maybe I'll just add the Nutella. And let me know in the comments below if when Nutella first became a thing, did you think it was a healthy thing? Because I'm pretty sure they advertised it to be a healthy thing, but homegirl is not healthy at all. And this is how the mug cake looks right now. There's wet ingredients. It is so hard to see. Okay, well, you won't be able to see that, but just know that it looks, I don't know, like cake batter. But we just want to mix her in real good. It kind of gives you a little arm workout. So, you know, burn some calories before you eat some cake. You know how I said about the rim collecting all the dry ingredients before? Here's where you really need to be careful. I'll also advise you, if you're using a fork to mix your ingredients together, stop. Because the fork doesn't have that nice scooping action that a spoon will have. So we're gonna switch to a spoon. You're gonna kind of like scrape inwards from the rim, and I might give you a little top angle for this one. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it, but there's gonna be pockets of dry. Oh, do you see that? And you see how I'm doing this nice strategy? Like you wanna kind of like tilt the mug cake towards you so that you can see the bottom of the mug as you scrape from the outside in. Okay, so now that everything's mixed up, you want to get your chocolate chips, because you can't have a chocolate cake without chocolate chips. And you could substitute this chocolate with anything. I'm using milk chocolate chips, but you could use dark chocolate. Honestly, I might use a mixture of semi-sweet and milk, just because I don't want the milky to overpower the whole cake. So I'm gonna add some of that. That was kind of a lot. And then I'm gonna add some of this milk. Oh my god, I forgot the most important part. I was gonna chop up these. Okay, maybe I could do it with the milk chocolate. I've realized that when you use chocolate chips, you don't get that nice dispersion of chocolate. You just get pockets of chocolate. But for me, I like when the whole thing is chocolatey. And you can only get that done if you chop up your chocolate. And you might say this is a little too complicated for mug cake. And you might be right, but we already made it this far, like might as well go all the way. Like I said before, you can use whatever chips you want. It doesn't even need to be chocolate. We just bought these Reese's peanut butter chips. That would also be really good. You can also chop up caramel, put it in there. You could put some nuts for all of you people who like nuts. And I don't know about nuts in your cake though. You could crunch Oreos. The possibilities are endless. And you just need to choose what you want to do, because this isn't anybody else's mug cake. This is your mug cake. Now that it's all chopped up, it looks like a lot more, but this is just gonna make it so that there is just so much more chocolatey surface area in each bite. I feel like I've been chopped off for this whole video, so if I have been and all you can see is my mouth, I'm sorry, because I know my face is so beautiful. And then you just give it a little mix, make sure it's all dispersed throughout there. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave for like an hour and 30 seconds.
An hour and 30 seconds.
And honestly see what happens. If it needs more, I'm gonna leave it in for more. If not, I don't know. And I always do this thing that when the mug cake cooks, I try to put everything away and clean up everything before it finishes, so I don't have to clean up after. Oh, I can smell her. I think she's ready. We gotta give her a little test. I think she is so ready. Okay, we are gonna switch the angle of the camera. I'm gonna give you a nice little scoop action. I think she came out so good. Look at her. Wow. So this is the moment you guys all been waiting for. We are gonna taste test. I'm just get a nice little bite. Okay. She tastes like a chocolate cake. But she does have that density. Now I'm gonna add some ice cream to this. Ooh. I'm gonna do that too. And then some whipped cream. Only the red kind already whipped. If you saw my cheesecake video, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, wow. Even better with ice cream. So, my rating for this, I give it a 9 out of 10. The only critique I have is that I should have chopped the other chocolate chips. But yeah, if you want a dense mug cake, this is the recipe for you. And maybe you can try it out and give your own critique on it, because I'm actually curious to see if you guys like it too, or I'm just hyping myself up. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this, watch some Netflix, you know the drill. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.